Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends, and glad you could attend. Step inside, my friends and movie maniacs, as we look at the short film Where Were You? Brought to us by Rob Levinson, who wrote and directed this story about a DJ who is coming in like any other day. Guy's got an attitude. He's a bit of an a-hole. That's his, radio personality, and not far separated from his real life. Well, this day he gets what would be a normal routine phone call from someone, but it just so happens to be on 9/11, and this call comes from someone in the Trade Center Tower when it was first attacked, and we see how this day affects this individual, and it gets him to thinking not only about his own life, but those of others, possibly for the first time in a long time. Where Were You was a bit tough of a watch because I remember the 9/11 events, and I think it captures that emotion in here without like a full exploitation of it. This never felt exploitive at all, but it felt explorative as far as exploring into the possible effects on people, such as a radio DJ during a crisis like this, especially a DJ who is kind of an a-hole. And I really like that. Now, John Campo plays Paul Levang, the DJ. And yeah, I loved his performance in here, watching his character go through a number of emotional steps, and you realize this guy's actually, it's impacting him as much as he puts up a hard shell. It's really impacting him. And yeah, so really enjoyed his performance. Amy Thomason plays Lorelei, who is the person in the calling in, who's just happens to be trapped in the World Trade Center, and she puts in a fantastic performance as well. Part of it is voice acting, and then she also does get some screen time as well to get some of that emotion across, and she really does well in here, and it pulls at your heartstrings, especially if you were around at the time and witnessed this happening live. It will bring back some flashbacks. Cinematography by Ben Grant, I think, is should be mentioned as well. There's a shot in here that involves reflection from what the DJ is seeing. Wow, it was really unexpected to get a shot like that in a short film like this, and at the same time it added a bit of an emotional punch for you. There's also an introduction to a character in the beginning that I wasn't quite sure where they were going with it, and then I realized later what angle they were taking with that, and it did add to the film later on. Where Were You is on Amazon.com now, on Amazon Video, for you to check out. Again, go into it expecting to have some memories possibly pulled from your archive of your brain, if they aren't there every so often about the events of that day. But I think it is effective, it is emotional, and in the end, it takes the direction you want to see this short film take. So, Where Were You? If you've seen it, please leave your comments down below. Love to hear your thoughts on this shorty. Please check out our Patreon if you haven't already, and hit subscribe, thumbs up, and the bells and whistles and all that here onto YouTube. I thank you for your support, and remember, till next time, keep that ticket stub.